knees wide, arms long, hips to heels, forehead down. Start to focus all of your awareness within. Concentrate on your breath, 100% now, and keeping it contained. Breathing in and out through the nose. Mouth remains closed throughout the practice as best that you can. Breathing this way calms your central nervous system, and it brings you into your meditative state of mind, that heightened state of consciousness and that deeper level of awareness, where you learn how to eclipse all distractions just by focusing to one point. That way you can keep your focus on what's important. Think of your inhale as prana life force moving into your body, bringing more energy. And your exhale is apana, getting rid of the rubbish. A lot like how the shore will wash up the rubbish, just cleaning itself out. With every breath that you take, make the inhale and the exhale a little bit longer, bringing the breath into the back of your throat. Pulling the air in slowly, and then pressing the air out just as slow, maybe even slower. Gently start to walk your hands in towards your body, bringing the knees together, sitting up on your heels, and let's contract your bandhas, your strong powerhouse. So pull the pelvic wall up and the navel locked in towards your spine. Sit bones are grounded down as you lengthen up through the crown of your head, gently pressing your chin down towards your chest. Tailbone tucks under, locked solid. Now, even though your body is like Galavasana, like a rock, you want to keep your lungs and heart area open, relaxed. Shoulders just melt down your back, spiraling down, open. So practice a few deep breaths here with a strong, locked out core and relaxed breath. Gently pressing down your chin onto the glands in your neck, instantly triggering that state of relaxation even further. Now it takes practice to balance out the body, balancing your action and relaxation. So remember to keep your core strong, not just throughout this practice, but throughout the entire day. Throughout everything you do, whether you're sitting, walking, talking, lift up and in, ground down. Same time, lifting up. So there's all of these natural tractions within the body happening all at once. And you're breathing, making sure that your focus and attention is on your breath. Let's exhale all of the air out now and take 3 collective breaths together. Inhale, circle, sweep arms, come all the way up, reaching past the fingertips. Dynamic arms, exhale. Really press the palms together as you center. Hone and focus your awareness within. Inhale, gathering up as much energy as you can. And exhale, centering that energy, harnessing it, learning how to use it. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, grounding down. Now come into cat-cow. Let's just warm up our back. See how our spine feels today. So knees, hands are hip-width distance apart. Begin to inhale as you move up and through, opening the chest, tailbone high. Exhale, fluidly rounding your back, tucking tailbone under, belly up towards the spine. Inhale, coming up into your cow just a little bit more, pressing the ground away as you open up your heart. And exhale, round your spine, chin to chest, elongating the back of your neck. One more round here as we flow through, just checking out your body, scanning it from head to toe, seeing how you feel today, knowing that every day is different. Now walk your hands forward, Spread the fingertips wide like starfish. You want to use every bit of your hand. Tuck your toes under. Inhale your hips up into your first down dog and just start to press your chest back towards your thighs as you alternate heels. Back and forth, left and right. And seeing how deep and far you can get into those kinks that may or may not be there. And you're just poking and prodding your tissues to life. Just dropping your head, dropping your mind. Breathing deep and free here. Slowly start to walk your feet up towards your hands. We're just going to come into ragdoll. Clasp your hands on the back of your neck. Widen your stance. A little bit wider than shoulder width distance apart. Slightly turn your toes in with your heels out. Bend your knees a lot. The deeper you bend your knees, the more you'll get into your lower back. Stretching it out and releasing anything that may be stuck there. Any kind of pockets of tension, search them out and send your breath into them as you gently sway back and forth, left and right, forward and back. Doing whatever you need to do to gently open up your body. Letting go any tension, trying to breathe your way into melting these muscles. Your body responds so much more beautifully when it is relaxed. So take the time to allow it to open up. That's why yoga is so good first thing in the morning and right before you go to bed. And now bring your fingertips down to the ground. Toe heel your feet together to touch. We're going to come all the way up to standing. So anchor your feet. Nice and strong, flat back, belly in. Inhale, circle sweep, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center now. And very slowly come into a back bend. Now lift up through the chest. Bringing your chin up to the sky very slowly and just go as far as feels good to you. Keep the tailbone tucked under. Core solid, locked out strong. Just a very gentle opening of the back. Shoulders spiral down wide. And come back up to standing. Hinge at the waist. Forward fold Uttanasana. So bending your knees, flat back, belly in. Come all the way down. Inhale to halfway lift. Now tabletop your spine, straightening the legs, pulling the navel in, plant your hands. Step your feet back into high push-up position. Now you can always bring your knees down to the mat if you're just beginning. That's perfectly fine. Just make sure your tailbone is tucked under, the belly is pulled in, and wrists are stacked beneath the elbow, beneath the shoulders. This will help to keep you hold hip. Now bending the elbows, lowering down, hover halfway. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, rolling over the tops of the toes, opening up the front side of the body for upward facing dog. Now really lengthen up and lift your thighs up off the mat. That way you won't collapse in your lower back. Keep it protected. Use your core now. Activate it as you pull your hips back up and into downward facing dog. Hello, hello. Continue to walk the dog out while breathing deep here, alternating your heels. Now on the in-breath when you're in down dog, you want to press the ground forward and away. And on the out-breath, pressing your heels down to the ground in the opposite direction as you lift your tailbone to the sky. And now inhale, right leg lifts up long behind you. Now scissoring your thighs, so using your inner thigh strength and really reaching past the toe while pressing evenly down through both hands. Exhale, warrior one, Virabhadrasana. Place the foot between the hands. Back heel now anchors down to the ground. Send the right hip back, left hip forward, strong foundation, both heels in one line as you inhale, upper body, arms to rise. Continue to square your hips and shoulders to the front. Good. And now we're going to open up into warrior two. So now opening up the arms and hips to the side now, reaching in opposite directions, and then leveling out the hips. Sometimes we like to come forward, so just making sure that the hips are in line with what the shoulders are doing. Knee spirals out towards the pinky toe, and you want to squeeze your heels in towards each other. That will give you that natural lift up through the crown of the head. So grounding down your lower half and lifting up the upper half. This is how you balance your action with relaxation. Straighten your front knee now. We're going to come into triangle. So now tilt your hips back, reach forward till you can't reach any further, and then bring the hand down to the shin as you keep your arm extended towards the sky. Now send your breath into your upward hand to keep you lifted. And keep your tailbone tucked under so you don't put your joint system at risk. Shoulder above shoulder, just doing the best that you can. And you want to make sure that the bottom shoulder is rolled open to the side. So trying to keep the entire body open along the same plane. But just doing the best that you can. Triangle can be very painful the first time that you come into it. So just being easy and listening to your body's signals. There's no better teacher than your own body. Now coming into revolved triangle now. On your next exhale, always moving with your breath, bring your left hand down to meet the right, both hands either side of the foot, and just walk your back foot in a little bit to shorten your stance. Both heels are in one line. Plant your left hand here. You can bend your front knee if you need to, working in the hamstrings. Inhale. Right arm comes up to the sky in your twist. Now here's where you scissor the inner thighs. So scissor them together and fire up your core. Use your midline strength to keep you grounded and your eyes fixed on one spot to keep you balanced. Breathing long, deep breaths here. Scissor the inside of the thighs together. Lock your eyes one spot and breathe. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Both hands come down to the mat now. Step your feet back into high plank. Press back through your heels. Stack your joints. Bend the elbows. Keep them tucked into the sides. Lower down and hover halfway. Chaturanga Dandasana. You are strong. You can do it. You will build strength here. Inhale. Press the ground away and open up your heart. Stretch out the body. Exhale. Use your core to pull your hips back into your downward facing dog. Pressing the chest back towards your thighs. Take a breath. You can keep your knees bent as you press the heels down towards the mat. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose. Other side. Inhale. Left leg lifts up behind you. Now really stretch past the toe. Scissoring the inside of your thighs and lengthening, reaching, stretching every muscle in your leg. Exhale, step the foot through, place between the hands, back heel comes down to the mat. Anchor strong. Right hip forward, left hip back as you inhale, upper body, arms to rise. Straightening your back leg, squaring hips, shoulders towards the front. Relaxing the shoulders down your back. And lifting up towards the midline. Here we go. Opening up into warrior two. So now we're opening up to the side. Hips and shoulders. They match. Yes. And you're stacking. Oh, never be afraid to make adjustments when you're in a yoga pose. We're not static and just stuck here. We're constantly moving, evolving, changing, and making adjustments from the ground up. So you want to make sure that your knee is stacked right above the ankle. Both heels are in one line, reaching in opposite directions, and squeeze the heels in towards each other as you relax your breath. Remember, pull the pelvic wall up Navel locked in solid towards the spine. Knee comes out, spiraling towards baby pinky toe. And now triangle. Straighten the front knee, tilt the hips back. Make sure the tailbone is tucked under. So tuck it under, reach forward with your left hand till you can't reach any further. Then bring the left hand down, right arm up, coming into your twist, revolving the lower shoulder just so it's lined up under the upper shoulder. Continuing to send your hips back. Locking your eyes at one point. You can look up if it feels good, or look down at your toe if that feels better on your neck. Whatever feels good to you. Tune this practice. This is all about you, your mat, your practice. One more breath here. Inhale. And on your exhale, we're going to revolve the triangle. So bringing the right hand down to meet the left, both hands either side of the foot, and then just walk the back foot in just a little bit. Both heels are in one line, just shortening your stance here. Now send the left hip back, right hip forward. Left hip back, right hip forward. Hand plants as you inhale. Left arm up into your twist. Scissoring the inside of your thighs, lengthening your breath along with lengthening the spine. So elongate the back of your neck, pulling up through the crown of your head, pulling the navel in as you focus your eyes, one solid point to keep you balanced. Breathing here, last breath. Inhale deep and free. As you exhale, bring the left hand down, plant them both there, walk the feet back. Here we flow. Bend the elbows, lower it down, chaturanga. Inhale, pull through, open up the heart, upward facing dog. And exhale, lift the hips back into your downward facing dog. Take a breath here, in through the nose, slow. And out through the nose, slow. And now walk your feet forward to your hands. We're going to step the feet wide, wider than shoulder width distance apart. We're going to come into Gajah Utkatasana. So leave your fingertips on the floor, sit your hips down, tuck your tailbone under, and just make sure your knees are behind your toes. That way you won't put them at risk. Inhale, arms to rise as you sit down. Keeping the knees stacked above the heels. Arms to rise. And then bring the elbows together. Really press the palms here. Now to get your weight back into your heels, lift up your toes for just a second until you get your weight back here. That way you can balance when we're ready. Once you have the weight back there, release your toes back down and use them to grip the mat. Yes, good. Using all four corners of the feet now, lifting the elbows up to shoulder height. Good. Really press the elbows, forearms, wrists, palms, fingertips, everything together here. Use your midline strength, lock your eyes, here we balance. Lift your heels coming onto your tippy toes. Just doing the best that you can. Gajah Utkatasana. Deep breathing. Inhale prana. Exhale, now use that energy, sit down just a little bit more. Good. One more breath here. Inhale, come up higher onto your tippy toes. And exhale, release. Heels down to the mat. Uttanasana. Turn your toes in. Heels out. Slide the palms underneath the feet, toes up to wrists. Bend your elbows a lot and just let your head hang here. Coming into your gorilla. Relaxing pose, just letting go of the effects of Gajah. Deeply breathing in and out through your nose as you rest for a moment. We're going from one opposite end of the spectrum to the other. balancing that action with relaxation, learning how to stay calm in the eye of the storm. Good, by using your breath to guide you through. On your next exhale, release your grip, place both hands on the mat, and step the feet back into high push-up plank. Here we flow. Bend the elbows, lower it down. Inhale, lifting upward facing dog. And exhale, lift the hips back to down dog. Now inhale, right leg lifts up high behind you, lengthening as you reach past the toe. Exhale, step the foot through, plant between the hands, warrior one. Back heel comes down to the mat, strong foundation. As you inhale, upper body arms to rise. Exhale, hands to prayer, right at the heart center. Now this is where you want to press here. You're gonna balance in warrior three, so make sure your hands are pressed together strong. This will anchor you. Inhale, press off the left foot, balancing on the right. Taking your time as you teeter-totter. Upper body forward, extending the arms, lengthening the leg back. Using all four corners of your standing leg and foot down there. Grounding down, rooting nice and strong. Locking your eyes, one point. Pulling the navel in. And now moving into the pistol squat without letting the left toes touch the ground. We're going to stand up, bringing the knee in towards the chest. Good. You still with me? And now straighten the left leg in front. Now use your core. Weight back in the heel. And just start to sit down. Doing the best that you can. We're only going to be here for one more breath. Inhale. Lock your eyes, one point. And exhale, we're going to come out the same way we went in. Slowly coming into your warrior three. Reach forward. Don't want to fall down the hill. And warrior one. Good. Exalt your warrior. Deepen your front lunge. Bend elbows behind the head. And open up the heart as you reach back. Exhale, both hands come down to the mat. Step the foot back. Press back through your heels. Bend the elbows. Lower it down. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, lift the hips. Down dog. Take a breath here, slow through the nose. Slow. Exhale through the nose. Slow. Child's pose is always available if you need it. Don't ever be afraid to rest. Listening to your body's cues. You can always catch up later. Building strength. Inhale. Left leg reaches up. Long behind you. Straining, lengthening, and stretching every muscle in this leg. Exhale. Bring the foot through, plant between the hands. Warrior one. Back heel comes down to the mat. Solid foundation as you inhale. Upper body, arms to rise. Squaring hips, shoulders to the front. And really dynamic arms. Dynamically pressing the palms together. Now getting ready for warrior three. Next inhale. Fire up your core. Lock it in solid. Rest off the right foot. Slowly starting to ground down as you lengthen out. Taking your time here. Moving with your breath. And just doing the best that you can. Locking your eyes. Solid. And now moving into your pistol squat without letting the right toes touch the ground, standing all the way up. Yeah. Bringing the knee. Good. Still with me? And now straightening the leg in front. Good. Bring the weight back into your heel. Slowly starting to sit down. Good, you can do it. Really turning the breath on now. Last inhale. On your exhale, slowly coming out. Same way we came in, warrior 3. Lengthen it out. Reach it. And then step the foot down on the mat. Exalt your warrior. Lunge. Reach up and back. Open up your heart. Letting it go. Exhale. Both hands come down to the mat. Step your foot back. Flow it out. Bend the elbows. Lower it down. Inhale up. And exhale. Lift up and back. Downward facing dog. Take a breath here through the nose, slow. And out the nose, slow. Good. And now last sequence, inhale, right leg lifts up, high to the sky. Exhale, bring the foot through, place between the hands. Back heel comes down, warrior 2. So we're just gonna lead with the left arm, windmilling the arms up and open, reaching in opposite direction. And now from here, we're going to launch into our half moon, our Ardha Chandrasana. So just do the best that you can. On your next inhale, gently press off the left foot onto the right. Now immediately flex your back heel. Flex your foot. And very slowly coming down. It's as if you were standing on a wall behind you. Opening up to the side and just doing the best that you can to balance here. Lock your eyes solid. One point. And hold in your core. Use your core and your gaze. We're slowly going to start to revolve now. Don't worry about falling. I fall all the time. Falling is learning. We love to fall. Building up all those tiny little muscles along your infrastructure. Now let's revolve our moon. Bring the left hand down as you breathe your way through it. Left hand comes down to meet the right. Keep the back foot flexed and lifted. Slowly start to revolve. So now bring the left hip back, or right hip back, left hip forward. So you're squeezing your inner thighs together, just like we did before. And now inhale. Right arm comes up to lift, up towards the sky in your twist. Keeping the spine long, so pulling up through the crown of your head, keeping it lengthened as you kick your heel back. Breathing now. Last breath here, inhale. And on your exhale, slowly coming out. Right hand comes down to the mat. Opening up to the side, we're gonna come out the same way we went in. Half moon. Very slowly lifting up, setting the heel down on the mat. Coming back into your warrior 2. Flip the front palm, reach it forward. Reverse your warrior up and back. Call this radiant warrior, letting the sun shine into your heart and your rib cage. Exhale, cartwheel hands down to the mat. Step the foot back, lower it down and flow. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, down dog. Deep breath here through the nose. And out through the nose. One more deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Other side, last one, inhale. Left leg reaches up, long behind you, lengthen and extend. Exhale, Bring it through, place between the feet. Use your right arm to windmill, leading it up into warrior two. Good. Reaching in opposite directions. Yes. Okay, setting your eyes. You know where you're going on this side. We're gonna come into half moon. Inhale, press off the right foot. Strong left leg. Now continually press the right heel back. Focus your eyes one point and pull the navel in. And just doing the best that you can. It does not have to be perfect. There is no picture of perfection. Yoga, unlearning process. Let go of any idea of what the pose is supposed to look like and just feel it within your own body. Start to revolve now. Your next exhale brings your right hand down to meet the left, keeping the back foot flexed and lifted, long spine, bringing right hip down, left hip back. As you inhale, left arm to rise, coming into your twist, scissoring the inner thighs and using your midline strength to keep you lifted, centered, grounded. Eyes are focused one spot, balancing our action with relaxation. One more deep breath here. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Scissor them strong. And exhaling to come out the same way we went in. Left hand comes down. Keeping the back foot lifted, opening up the right hip now. Right fingertips come up to the sky. Now use your upper hand to pull you up into your warrior two. Flip the front palm, reach forward and reverse into radiant warrior. Open up the heart center. Deepen your front lunge and revolve both hands down to the mat. Step it back. Flow it out. Bend the elbows, lower it down. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale. Lift the hips into down dog. Good. One more breath here through the nose. And exhale through the nose. And now slowly walk your feet up towards your hands. You're going to come up all the way into standing, flat back, belly and inhale. Circle sweep, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. And we're just going to come into tree. So find a spot where you can ground your foot down and lock it out solid. Now your roots will grow strong where you choose to plant your feet. So I like to start with the left leg and just bring your heel either to the inside of your calf or the thigh. It just depends, or the toe on the ground. Wherever you can be and breathe for a moment. Doesn't really matter where, just as long as you're not on the knee. You don't want to push your knee out. Yes? Hands to heart center. And again, dynamic arms. Really press them together. This will help to keep you balanced right here. Heart center. Good. Now interlace your hands. Press them down. Stretch out the shoulder. Keep the tailbone tucked under. Lifting up through your core and in. Next, inhale. Lifting the arms high in the sky. So now you're grounding down and lifting up at the same time. Remembering that although it may appear as if the world is falling apart around you, you are the calm center, the eye of the storm, the tree that bends with the wind, is not broken by it. One more breath here. And exhale, releasing. So let go of any tension that may be in the legs. Just let it go. Coming into the other side. So ground your standing leg strong, pressing down through the heel, locking it up, and taking whatever position you did before. Yeah. And the heel, once you have it, you want to press your heel in towards wherever you have it. That way you'll ground down, grow your wrists a little bit stronger, yeah. Tuck the tailbone under, set the core. Interlace your hands, maybe opposite thumb on top. Switch up the grip, balance both sides of the body, and then press them down. And then next, inhale. Stretch the palms up towards the sky. And then relax your shoulders down your back as you press away. Focus your eyes one spot. You still the eyes, you still the mind. And know that, yes, yoga can be challenging. It can be easy or as hard as we make it. But what's more challenging than these poses is what's going on in your head. Are you calm or are you resisting? Are you breathing or are you clenching? To be calm in the center of chaos, now that is most challenging. Last breath here, inhale. And exhale. Shake the legs out. Inhale, circle, sweep arms, come all the way up. Gentle back bend. Lift up out of the base of your spine through the crown of your head as you reach back. And exhale, hands through heart center, forward fold, flat back, belly in. Come all the way down. Inhale to your halfway lift, straightening the legs, flat back. And exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back, and lower it all the way down to the ground. Now staying here in belly down Shavasana for just a moment. I'm going to stretch out the back. Right hand out to the side, palm facing down. You're going to use your left hand to very gently roll you onto the side. So just come as far as feels good to you. I like to lay my head down on the mat just to keep the spine long. So you want to elongate the back of the neck and use your other hand down on your mat to very gently guide you into this shoulder stretch. The shoulders are where we carry a lot of tension. We tense up in the shoulders. And it's hard to stay calm and relaxed when you feel that tension there. So let's breathe that away so that we can stay calm. That way when life throws something your way, you're not going to be shattered or broken by it. You stay in your breath. You stay calm, centered, and focused so you can do what needs to be done. Slowly roll back onto the belly, coming into the other side now. So just take your time. Right hand comes in, left arm extends out. Shoulder down on the ground, palm faces down. Very slowly rolling over onto the other side and just going as far as feels good to you. Tuning this practice to where it fits your needs. Especially if this is your first time in this pose, it may feel a little bit tight. So just staying within your body's means and listening to your body. Breathe deep into the tension here. You can do this at any time during the day when you need to release stress. Just finding a wall. You can do this standing, laying down. Just let go of any tension in your shoulders and breathe through it, closing your eyes. Last breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly rolling back onto the belly. Both hands up by the shoulders, pressing yourself up and sitting your hips down. Comfortable position, Sukhasana, facing forward. Just getting nice and comfortable. Bringing hands to heart center now. Now let's set your intention here. Closing your eyes and thinking about what you want to bring most to the world today. or maybe dedicating this day to someone or something special in your life. Whatever your intention may be, let's breathe life into it. Prayer press, hands all the way up, sending it out and around into the universe. Exhaling as full circle comes right back to you. 2 more times. As you inhale, sending it up, out and around. Coming right back to that heart center. 1 more time. And coming right back to where we all started. Bring the thumbs up to third eye center. I bow to you, so honored and delighted to have you here with me today. Remember, you are the calm, strong eye of the storm. Have a wonderful weekend. Namaste. Mahalo. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for coming and doing yoga. I have my little anonymous yogi over here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you want more information or if you have missed any episodes, you can Google Elaina Yoga. This is Elaina for Fit.live, streaming free yoga to you from the beautiful shores of Maui. And this is the last chance to share. Click the 3 dots and share this word, share this practice of yoga and meditation. It's every day is a new chance. There are new videos every day, and I'm so glad to have you here with me. Just honored and delighted that you are here. So I will meet you here tomorrow, Friday, for playing some Pilates, and I will be here same place, same time. Hope to see you there.